Yo, what's going on, boys? Today we just hit 3k subscribers. That's absolutely insane to me. It feels like yesterday when I just hit 100 subscribers. I literally can't do anything but thank you boys so much for all the recent support. And even on the creator code, the support on the creator code has been absolutely insane. Again, thank you boys so much. And now let's get into the video. Top 10 best fraggers of 2021. So only people that are considered actual fraggers or known for their fragging capabilities, so no IGLs or creative warriors. In the number 10 position, we have
Your world champion, bugha!
honestly feel bad for having bugha so low on this list, but the thing is, bugha isn't really known for his fragging capabilities. Don't get me wrong, he is an incredible fragger, that's why he's on this list. But it's not his fragging capabilities that have brought him to the very top of his game, it's everything else. It's his game sense, his clutch factor, his confidence, his teamwork, it's everything. He's an all-round incredible player. Bugha won the Solo World Cup, he came second in Solo DreamHack, and he came first in 2 other solo tournaments. He's ranked 5th in NA East Gamepedia PR, and don't even get me started on his earnings. 9th on this list is none other than NRG Clix himself. Absolute GOAT and OG in the scene. It would be a violation if Clix was not on this list. Clix qualified for the World Cup 4 times. He almost qualified 5 times, but he was 1 placement off. Clix is 10th on the NA East Gamepedia PR leaderboards, and he has a massive fan base on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, absolutely every platform. He has 16,000 average views on Twitch. So not only is he an incredible player, he's an absolute entertainer. Next on this list, we have the man who's cursed with 2nd place, noahreyli. Yeah, you heard that right, the man who is cursed with 2nd place. He's came 2nd in 4 FNCSs in a row. I know that now it's a meme that he can only come 2nd, but are you realizing how incredible that is? 2nd place in 4 FNCSs in a row. That level of consistency, at that high of skill-based matchmaking, is super rare in any esports, let alone Fortnite. Probably the most RNG and luck-based game. And to come 2nd in 4 FNCSs in a row is nothing short of incredible. But you know what's more insane than coming 2nd in 4 FNCSs in a row? Winning 3 of them. And that's where Miro, the absolutely incredible fragger from NA East, comes in. Miro started 2020 as a creative warrior with 400 PR from console. That's the equivalent to about 50 PC PR. Miro is 12th in power ranking with 164,000 Fortnite tracker PR, 3 FNCS wins. He also won the most recent DreamHack, also December's open DreamHack, which means that he W keyed as it was an open event. Miro's fighting style is incredible. He's such a smart fighter. He forces players to go in a certain direction. It means he's always in control of the fight. Even if you think you've got the edge on him, he's still in control of the fight. He manages to keep track of how many times you've healed, how much HP you currently are, and in a trio fight, that's incredible. But he uses this information in certain ways, which enables him to always have the advantage in fights. And that's why Miro deserves the 7th spot on this list. 6th on this list has to be none other than Canada, the Cash Cup King, and more importantly, the Solo Cash Cup King. Canada has won 3 Solo Cash Cups on one of the hardest regions in the game, came 2nd in 2 other Solo Cups, placed 3rd in the Solo All-Star event, and Canada is 1st on the NA East Gamepedia PR leaderboards. The guy is an absolute mechanical demigod, and undoubtedly deserves his 6th spot on this leaderboard. The number 5 spot goes to none other than Luminosity Gaming's Slacks. But I'm also going to put G2 Jack on this exact same 4th spot because they are both incredible fighters. Jack is 4th place on the Gamepedia NA East PR leaderboards, and Slacks is 9th place. The most impressive thing is that these boys just blew up. They weren't at the top of the start. They were most definitely not at the top of the start. In just under 2 years, these boys have won 12 different trio cups with their IGL and teammate Acorn, and one of those being Season 5 FNCS. The reason both of these share the exact same spot is because they are both incredible fighters when they're together. They manage to bounce off each other's fighting styles perfectly in order to defeat other top tier trios. Next we have the god from Deutschland, Rezon A9, who has arguably the best aim in Fortnite. His aim was so good in fact that he claimed the whole of Holly Hedge because even Benji Fisher himself was too scared to fight him off spawn. Rezon is an absolute force to be reckoned with, and I'm so surprised that he isn't signed to some massive organisation yet. Rezon is my favourite player to watch during solo Cash Cup VOD reviews, as his playstyle is so confident, he just doesn't care. He will keep that pressure up, he will jump in your box, he will hit you 200. Rezon is 4th place on the EU Gamepedia PR leaderboards, above his teammates Noahreyli and Vadeal. Rezon's playstyle allows him to get refreshes so easily, so in solos he can just create his own playstyle that's super hard to replicate unless you have godlike aim like Rezon ain't none. Rezon has won 7 solo tournaments on the hardest region, EU. If we were basing this on solo placements and the best solo player, Rezon would be a lot higher on the list, trust me. But because we are ranking this on the best fighters, Vadeal, his German trio mate, snags the number 3 spot. Vadeal started 2020 with a small amount of earnings from World Cup, which he did not qualify for, and now he has won 6 Cash Cups, 2 of them being solo Cash Cups, and also came first in November DreamHack Opens, which means he W-keyed with his teammate Noahreyli. But the sheer amount of effort that Vadeal has put into this game, VOD reviewing every single arena fight, playing 8 hours a day of pure focused training in arena, means that he has successfully earned this number 3 spot on this leaderboard. Very well deserved number 2 spot goes to none other than the controller GOAT, movement god, Day. Day's fighting skills are so unmatched. He's able to drop consistent 30 bombs in solo Cash Cup games. How is that possible? The contender for the number 2 spot was gonna be Reet, because Reet has been recently popping off, but I decided on Day because it would be a violation if Day was not on this list, as he is probably one of the best fraggers on NA East. Like Miro, Day has won 3 FNCSs and also won 3 solo Cash Cups by straight W keying. I don't think this guy has ever heard of sitting in a box and playing for placement. That's alien language to the controller GOAT, Day. Day scores 10th on the NA East Gamepedia PR leaderboards, just behind his teammate Miro. But the reason Day is higher than Miro is because this is based purely on W key, fighting abilities and fragging abilities. For that reason, Day is comfortably sitting at the number 2 spot. Before we say the number 1 spot, I'm going to ask, if you do enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. It will help this channel so much more than you think. And I'm going to say some honourable mentions: Mongraal, Mitro, Veno, Thomas HD, Benji Fishy, Forziar, Kiriachi, Tayson and Andelex. The reason that those players aren't on this list is because they're probably known or better at other aspects of the game, or in Mongraal and Mitro's case, took a small break but undoubtedly will be back at the top. Okay, so the number 1 spot goes to none other than FaZe Bizzle. The number 1 spot obviously goes to Noahreyli. Noahreyli is probably the hardest working professional player, and that is why he is at the number 1 spot for the best fighter in the entire game. His strenuous routine allows him to come back home from school and grind like none other and still be the absolute best in the entire game. I think from his aim, his mechanics, his fighting sense, it's just perfect. I think one day he will be the best solo player in the entire world once he gets Tayson level game sense. As you saw in the first solo Cash Cup of Season 8, full sending, build fighting, mechanical fighting for height is working for him very well. I just feel like in the next solo All-Star or solo FNCS Grand Finals, that probably won't work for him as well as it did for this solo Cash Cup. I'm sure there's still way more to come from this absolute god player from Switzerland.